Welcome back to our second session of Mindfulness Meditation. I'm going to start with my story again. I grew up in a family where we didn't talk or show our emotions or feelings. My parents thought we should be happy as long as there were enough food to eat and we could go to school. There were no hugs or praises either, only punishment if we did something wrong. My parents didn't get along well either. So periodically, there would be a big fight with screaming, yelling, and crying. Needless to say, I did not have a happy childhood. I probably felt unloved and unsafe. I also learned very early to suppress my emotions, simply because they were painful. As a result, I was not happy most of my younger years. In my 40s, I was sued by a patient. I felt humiliated and depressed to the point I didn't want to practice medicine anymore. I had to see a therapist, and I remember that I cried so much during each section. Later, with meditation and changing lifestyle, I was able to be in touch with my emotions, such as sadness, fear, and shame. Little by little, I released them. Then joy started to appear in my life. Finally, I was freed from my mental prison. In my medical practice, I found out I was not alone. Many people had it worse than I did. It's estimated that 15 to 20% of the population in US is on antidepressants. About 10% is addicted to drugs, and 7% of the population is diagnosed with alcoholism. There is a tremendous amount of people who can benefit from mindfulness of their thoughts and emotions. And this is what we're going to talk about today. We have a storytelling mind. Just like a story, it can be told by different people in different ways. We tell the story from our own perceptions and experiences, so it can be biased. That's why it's important to observe our thoughts but not trapped in it. You probably heard of the saying that the mind is a wonderful servant, a horrible master. Imagine you have a companion with you 24/7. This companion may be well-intended and quite decent, but has a habit of whispering in your ear constantly. It consists of random observations, worrying about the future, rehearsing about the past, and judgment about you and the world around you. Imagine this companion is whispering to you, I need to get up so early in the morning. The work's killing me. I need to go grocery shopping today. Oh, I forgot my key again. So stupid. The car is tailgating me. A horrible driver. So dangerous. Oh, I need to call my son. I haven't heard from him for a few days. I wonder what he's doing. I had to work with Carol in the office. She embarrassed me in front of other people again. Why she always pick on me? Oh no, my hair looks terrible. If you have a companion like this, would you tolerate this person? You probably do anything to get rid of this person, right? But this companion is your thoughts, constant thoughts, like a waterfall. We tolerate this constant chatter in our head and even believe those thoughts are correct. It's true to see how this continuous stream of thoughts can create a negative mood and cause tension in our body. If we develop the skill to observe our thoughts, we soon learn to identify thoughts are simply thoughts, not realities. More importantly, we realize we are not our thoughts. If we can identify our thoughts, we become the master, not the slave of our thoughts. Thoughts are based on perceptions, and we don't see things clearly for a few reasons. The first is wanting and desire. We all get caught in wanting something. This can be as big as wanting a better job, a soulmate, or a dream house. or as small as wanting a piece of chocolate. We often experience wanting as pleasurable and might get lost in daydreaming about the object of our desire. It can also cause unpleasant feelings, such as worry, anxiety, or disappointment if we can't get what we want. The second is aversion. We resist what we don't want by either trying to get rid of it or running away from it. For instance, we run away from our negative emotions by eating food, drinking alcohols, or using drugs. Doubt is another reason we don't see things clearly. Thoughts like, I'm not good enough, make us feel small and not taking actions to achieve our goals. So, how do we become mindful of our thoughts? The first is to become aware of our thoughts. This is our internal soundtrack. We need to notice our habit of mind and how repetitive our thinking is. It's estimated that 90% of our thoughts are repetitive thoughts. The second one is to disentangle ourselves from our thoughts and realize thoughts are just thoughts, so we don't get lost in our thoughts. Simply naming the thoughts will help, saying something like planning, worrying, or just thinking. We can recognize and release thoughts. Now, let's talk about emotions. We are human, so we have emotions. Some emotions are pleasant, some unpleasant, some neutral. Our natural tendency is to hold on to the pleasant ones, resist the unpleasant ones, and get bored with the neutral ones. Unfortunately, what we resist persists. When we get caught in a river of unpleasant emotions, such as fear, anger, sadness, or shame, we suffer emotionally and physically. Most of our decisions are based on our emotions. So negative emotions can lead us to make decisions we regret later, or say something that hurt ourselves or others. Thoughts lead to emotions. If we feel it more in our body, we call it feelings. If we think it more in our mind, we call it emotions. They are interchangeable and closely related. How do we become mindful of our emotions? Just like being mindful of our thoughts, first, we have to be aware of it. The second is to name it and accept the emotions, not running away. A lot of people are emotionally illiterate. They don't know what their feelings are or emotions are. So let's talk about a few basic emotions. They are fear, anger, sadness, guilt, shame. And if you can process those emotions, joy will come out. From fear comes worry, anxiety, overthinking, controlling, feeling frightened, or overwhelmed. There are different degrees of anger, from mild ones, such as being irritated, frustrated, or annoyed, to being mad, furious, or outraged. Sadness leads to feeling depressed, lonely, or heartbroken. Guilt and shame have similar feelings, such as feeling guilty, ashamed, humiliated, or being stupid. Other feelings include jealousy, abandonment, numbness, or hopelessness. Emotions have frequencies. They are energy in motion. The energies, such as fear or shame, have low frequency, making us feel bad. However, if we can process those emotions, the higher frequency emotions, such as joy, confidence, peace, calm, and compassion, will emerge. This will be our topic for next section. Once we are mindful of our emotions, the next step is to observe the emotions and feelings, not judging them or avoiding them. For instance, don't say to yourself, I'm a good person, I shouldn't feel jealous or anger. Once we observe our emotions, we name the emotions and feelings, such as sad, sad, scared, scared, frustrated, frustrated. Just like naming our thoughts, naming our emotions help us disentangle with our emotions so we can start soothing ourselves. Just like a loving mother holding her crying child, being present and attending to the wound, soothing it. When a child is feeling loved, the crying will reduce or stop. Once attended with loving kindness, our sadness or shame will either change, reduce, or disappear. A crucial skill of mindfulness meditation is the willingness to accept thoughts, emotions, and feelings just as they are and not resist the unpleasant ones. Be aware of the thoughts and emotions without judgment. Simply be present and name the thoughts and emotions. This helps us not get trapped in thoughts and emotions, relieve us from suffering, help us see things as they are, and make wise decisions. Being in touch with our different feelings and emotions, either pleasant or unpleasant ones, will make us more alive. And that is all. So if you're ready, let's do a meditation together. Begin by closing your eyes, taking a few deep breaths. Find a posture that allows you to be comfortable and relaxed. It will help you to be alert and at ease. Inhale, exhale. Breathing in, calm energy. As you inhale, letting go and release any tension as you exhale. A few more deep breaths. Inhale, exhale. Now, let the breath find its natural rhythm. Just breathe naturally. Let's take a few minutes to invite relaxation with a breathe body scan to allow any part of your body that has tension to soften and let go. Starting with the head, relax the forehead, relax the eyes, relax the jaw, relax the tongue, down through the neck and shoulders. Relax. Let go of any tension. If you find your mind drifted away, just gently bring it back to the breathing. No judgment. Relax your arms, hands, fingers. Relax your torso, chest, belly. Feeling the rising and falling of the chest and belly. Let go of any tension. Relax your hips and pelvic area. Down through the thighs, knees, lower legs, ankles, feet, toes. Rest your attention on your breath. Inhale, exhale. Notice the air coming in and out of your nostril. Feel the rising and falling of your chest. If you find your mind drifted away, just gently bring it back to breathing. We can include our thoughts as a part of our meditation. When we realize our mind has drifted away, instead of feeling frustrated or discouraged, appreciate that you have just become aware of your thoughts. Once again, bring your attention back to breathing. It's important to do this with patience and kindness. Each time you notice the mind has drifted away, you are strengthening your ability to be in the present moment and develop a wise relationship with your mind. Some people find it helpful to softly name the experience of thinking and feelings with a non-judgmental tone. Thinking, planning, worry, sad, fear, anxious. By noticing the thoughts and emotions without getting lost in the stories, you're not feeding the thoughts, and they often dissolve on their own. Observe your thought patterns. Are they repetitive? Are they mostly planning or worrying? Or judging? Or remembering? Don't try to get rid of them. Just simply naming them. Worrying, planning, remembering. Remember me. Sad, sad, scared, scared. Don't try to figure out where the thoughts came from, or be concerned about how long it's there. Disengage from the story. Thoughts are not realities. Breathing in, breathing out. In ease, breathing out calm. Letting go. Thoughts are not you or the reality. Be aware of the thoughts and emotions. Gently name them. Then release them. Just focus on your breathing. Here and now. Each time you're aware of your thoughts and emotions, acknowledge it. Be present with it. Feel it in your body. And appreciate that you're aware of it. It doesn't matter how many times your mind wanders. Each time you're aware of it, it's a moment of mindfulness. Just return to the present moment with kindness and patience. Let's take a few more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, open your eyes.